Hi everyone, I'm Koch, the author of The Supply Chain Revolution, Unlocking the Sustainable Profit Chain. Here's a copy of the book. If you're watching this video, you've probably already bought the book. Thank you if you have. If you haven't bought the book and you're thinking about doing it, please so. Packed full of great information that will help your supply chain or your operation improve drastically. As you know, I do quick little videos about each chapter. This is on chapter 9, turbocharging your supply chain sustainability. That's a lot. What I start talking about in this chapter is the term entropy. Entropy is a natural force within the universe, and the second law of thermodynamics talks about that the world or the universe is expanding, and the reason why it's expanding, it's going to its lowest energy state or its lowest energy form. What does that mean in simple terms? Think about if you've ever driven through the countryside as maybe a young person, young adult, or early in your life, and there is this really pretty farmhouse and farm that you drove by, and everything was picture perfect, everything was painted, there was tulips, there were flowers in the yard was nicely trimmed. But over time you go by it and you see that the flowers aren't there, the grass isn't nicely mowed and trimmed, the house might need painting, or shutters are hanging. Over a number of years, maybe the barn starts to lean or fall down. That is entropy. And what that means, as I talked about, the universe is going to its lowest energy state, and it's expanding. When you look at the farmhouse and the barn, it's going to its lowest energy state. It's falling apart. It's becoming disheveled. That is a natural law of the universe. Now, what does all this happen to do with supply chain? Well, within supply chain, we see this all the time. If you walk through your warehouse, you'll see dust on pallets. You'll see pallets or boxes broken apart. You see maybe pallets sagging or boxes sagging, or it just is unkept. Within data, you see lead times slowly becoming inaccurate. Inventory. You might go do a physical inventory, you might count an area and you say, you know what, this area is perfect and it's 100% accurate, and you go back to it over a period of time and you notice it went from, say, 99.99% accurate down to 98 or 95 or 94. Those are examples of entropy that we see in operations and supply chain. In this chapter, I go in and talk about 3 different phases of attacking entropy: problem identification, operational excellence through visual daily management, then team empowerment and sustainability. Those are in chapters 10, 11, and 12. But I do introduce the topic here because there's a lot there. Then the other thing that I talk about is building a entropy force field. In order to combat entropy, we have to add energy to the processes. That's the work we do. This is the elements that we have to put in place to push back entropy and build a force field. So that's the outline of what chapter 9 is about, turbocharging your supply chain sustainability. It's the introduction to what entropy is about, and I have a term called entropy busting, and that will be discussed in the next 3 chapters, 10, 11, and 12. So again, here's the book, my book, The Supply Chain Revolution, Unlocking a Sustainable Profit Chain. If you haven't bought it, I hope you buy it. If you've bought it, thank you. A lot of great information in here that will help your supply chain and your operations improve drastically. Thanks a lot for listening to me, and have a wonderful day.